Welcome to the ArmaniTalks podcast. I'm your host, ArmaniTalks. In this podcast, I'm helping you level up your 5 soft skills: public speaking, storytelling, social dynamics, emotional intelligence, and creativity. 5 soft skills for you to change your life forever, skyrocket your confidence along the way. In today's episode, we are going to be talking about why you should never get too close with your employees. When I was a youngster, I was working in Dunkin' Donuts for a while, and I noticed how mean my manager was. This guy was strict. I thought he was going to be strict with everyone else but me, because me and him were both Bengalis. Not true. He was also strict with me. Luckily, one day, I asked him if I could take a couple of days off, and rather than fighting me about it, he said, "Sure, Armani, you could take a couple of days off." So I took the couple of days off. I didn't really need to take those days off. It's just I needed a break. I was going to school at the same time, so I just had a lot on my plate. He understood, and he let me take a day off. A couple of days, actually. Time went on by, and what happened next week or so was my mom hits me up, and she says that there's an emergency, and I need to go back to West Palm once again for a couple of days. I hit up a wall, let him know the situation, and before I could even finish my statement, he says, "No, Arman, you cannot take a couple of days off. I just let you take a couple of days off the week prior." Yeah, well, but then it wasn't an emergency. Now it is. He didn't care. He said, "No, Arman, either come in during your scheduled time or don't bother coming in at all." I was shocked. What the heck? Why is this guy being so harsh for? And I didn't get it when I was a youngster. Nowadays, I do. As a 32-year-old version of myself, I understand that you should not get too close with your employees, because what happens is they start to abuse their power. They understand that it's hard to take advantage of a boss, but it's very easy to take advantage of a friend. There was this handyman that I was working with, and the first time we ever worked together, it was all business. When it was all business, he did all of his work appropriately. The second time that we had to work together, there were certain moments where he started to talk to me a lot. And when he started to talk to me a lot, I could immediately sense something bad was going to happen. He was viewing me as a friend. And when he started to view me as a friend, that's when he started to take advantage of me. He'll say, "Arman, I'll show up at 4 p.m. today," for him not to show up. He'll start to ask for upfront payments without completing the job. He's more lackadaisical just because I'm his friend. I'm supposed to understand. And it's hard not to be friends with someone when you're working with them, especially nowadays where people always say, you got to have compassion for the people helping you out, blah, blah, blah. I think having compassion is an important quality. Yes. Yet, I don't think it's smart at all to be buddy-buddy with these people. And the second that you get too buddy-buddy with them is when you start to ask about their personal life. Don't even ask about their kids. Don't ask about their wife. Don't ask how they met their wife. And you may be tempted to do that, especially when you keep seeing someone. For social skills, all this stuff is fine and dandy. If you're consistently going to networking events and you keep seeing the same faces, eventually the questions are going to get deeper and deeper because more rapport is being built. But you need to turn that version of you off whenever you're doing business with someone where you are very tempted to ask all these different questions because rapport is being built. It's almost like you're activating this antisocial nature to you, which I believe is a smart thing to do. Nowadays, whenever people are working for me or with me, I do my best not to have any type of personal conversations with them. If I'm going to be in the room silent with them, I'll be straight up silent. The most questions that I will ask is about the project. "Hey, what are you doing? Can you show me what you're doing? Just so I don't have to call you again in the future and I could do it myself." Those type of questions. Stay away from personal territory, especially if you are working with them, because the second they reveal personal information to you is the second they will view you as a friend. And the second that they view you as a friend is the second that they begin to take advantage of you. If you enjoyed today's talk and want to get more practical insights like this into communication skills, be sure to check out the ArmaniTalks free daily newsletter, where I cover more topics such as public speaking, social skills, emotional intelligence, and much more. Join the tribe by going on ArmaniTalks.com/newsletter and sign up today. Thank you very much for joining the ArmaniTalks podcast, and I will catch you next time.